Hey guys, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you have time, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment in the comment section, and pass this video on to somebody else who might need to hear this message. So today we're going to seduce some women. This is my specialty. All right, so today we're going to talk about seducing the Aquarius woman. Yesterday we did the Aquarius man. And my friend, you guys know I have her book, Miss Catherine Dahl. Her book is called No More Frogs. And it's the key to dating in the zodiac. So she has a section in here where she talks about how to seduce an Aquarius woman. So I wanted to look over it, and I did, and I want to tell you the parts that I think could be extremely helpful if you want to seduce an Aquarius woman. All right, first and foremost, a lot of these are very similar to the Aquarius man from yesterday because the Aquarius woman has a lot of masculine energy. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but a lot of Aquarius women have a lot of masculine energy. Sometimes to the point where they're kind of tomboyish, and sometimes just to the point where they're more, I would say, more assertive, and they might have some little tomboy ways, but they still look feminine. So a lot of Aquarius women, either outwardly or inwardly, have a lot of masculine energy going on. So you're going to see a lot of similarities here. So number one, if you want to seduce an Aquarius woman, you're not going to be able to seduce her with a tight shirt showing your muscles and licking your lips like LL Cool J. You know, that's not going to turn an Aquarius woman. An Aquarius woman, in general, is really going to like somebody who stimulates her mind. The people that I've really enjoyed the most are the people that stimulated my thoughts the most, and we talked about stuff and we imagined things together, and we read the same book at the same time and talked about it. People like that are the ones who really were able to pull me. So again, just like with the Aquarius man, your art of seduction with the Aquarius woman all begins before you get to the bedroom. And it starts with her imagination and anticipation and exotic and erotic talk. So up front, y'all should be on the phone talking dirty after dark. Okay? Y'all need to be talking about what y'all like and what y'all don't like. And if you do this long enough, oh my God, if you do this long enough, the buildup is amazing. The buildup of tension and sexual energy is amazing. So you want to seduce her mind first. You want to, first thing you want to do is you want to get into her mind through conversations and talking to her. And when she's comfortable discussing sex, that's when you want to go for the gusto. And you don't want to just talk about, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You want to talk about like erotic things and exotic things to try and things like that. This is going to get her imagination and anticipation going. Number two, if you want to get an Aquarius woman and you want more than just, a superficial sexual relationship, like if you want this to go somewhere, one of the other smart things to do is to connect with her on a spiritual, mental, emotional level. So you want to have some kind of she called it spirituality. It's like a spiritual connection. The more you connect with the Aquarius woman, the more tender she's going to be towards you. So if the two of you can connect spiritually, if you can be on the same wavelength, finishing each other's sentences, really vibing off of each other, that's your best bet that she's going to be interested in you. And not just have sex with you, but really maybe stick around. A lot of Aquarius women are accused of being a flight risk. But if she's stimulated by you, like talking to you, your imagination, your sensuality, she feels a connection with you, oh my God. These are the kinds of people that we're up talking to our friends about at 2 o'clock in the morning. This new exotic creature that we've met. So if you really want it to be more than, just, rolling the hay and then she don't call you no more, you really want to connect with her. And you can't fake this connection, because if you fake the connection just to get sex, which I think is the stupidest thing in the world, but some people try that. If you fake the connection just to get sex, she's probably going to know that's what you're doing, and you're going to ruin all chances of any kind of a real friendship. So that's number two. Number three talks about, her body. So before the sex actually happens, you need to make love to her body. You need to massage her and kiss her neck and nibble her ear. And I once saw on American Horror Story, the saxophone player said playing a saxophone was like making love to a woman. And that's how you want to make love to an Aquarius woman. Even if it's not making love, there's no feelings yet, but you're just having sex, whatever kind of intimacy you have going on, you want to touch her. You don't want to just, just stick it in and, go for the gusto. You want to touch her. You want to nuzzle her. You want to caress her, And for a lot of Aquarius women, this is going to be something that's really going to turn them on. And as you can see, all of this is stuff that happens, way before you even take your clothes off, That's when this kind of stuff starts. So you want to touch all of her. You don't want to just, touch certain parts of her. You want to touch all of her. You want to kiss on her. You want to, remove her clothes for her. You want to be all over the Aquarius woman, if you really want her to be into you intimately. The next one is about calves and ankles. Remember that she said yesterday for men that calves and ankles are ruled by Aquarius. So if you can touch her calves, rub her ankles, rub her feet, that kind of thing, that's something that's really going to get her engine going. But don't be too rough. She says here, you'll turn her off if your touch is too rough. And that's true. If a person's touch is rough or awkward, it turns me off fast. It's like, you don't even know what you're doing. You got to go home. Don't like that at all. The next one says, consider taking a bath together. I love taking baths, showers, especially baths, but showers too. With a lover. So consider, depending upon what your bathroom situation is, especially if it's a nice tub, like a jacuzzi tub in one of those hotels or something. I love those. So making love in the bathtub, or just getting in the bath, not even having sex in the tub, but just washing her up, washing her hair, stuff like that will really have the situation hot. Being in the tub and rubbing, bubbles on her and, washing her up, that kind of thing, without actually going for the gusto, without going for sex, also adds to the buildup and the anticipation. You really want that buildup to be strong. That's why the longer you work at the buildup, the better the sex is going to be with the Aquarius woman. Then she said, consider honey, whipped cream, oils, any kind of like toys, things like that. We talked about this one too yesterday. So these are like innovative kind of things, handcuffs. Hello. Hello, okay? That'd be incredible. Any kind of things like that. But during the first number one, where you're getting in her mind, you need to find out what she's into, because these are the things you need to bring with you when it's time to get down. So if she's into handcuffs, if she's into, little kinky outfits, if she's into whatever, that's what you need to come to the door with. It also says here for the last one, never be too blunt or too graphic. That I've experienced that before. I've experienced people who were not very polished in their approach, and it's a big turn off for an Aquarius woman, so definitely don't do that. And I'm going to add one more to this. A lot of Aquarius women do not like Mickey Mouse sex. What is Mickey Mouse sex? I was telling this to a friend of mine the other day and we were laughing about it. Mickey Mouse sex is what I call juvenile ass sex. What makes it juvenile? When a person don't want to do nothing. They don't want to play with the handcuffs. They don't want to use the creams. They don't want to wear the costume. When they just want to have missionary style sex and go to sleep. That's what some people are into. Some people are used to that. They're not used to playing. I like to have sex with the lights on and stuff like that, you know? And some people aren't used to that. They're used to getting in the bed at night before it's time to go to sleep. They still got their night clothes on, you know? They just pull them to the side, have a little bit of sex, and go back to sleep. And I'm just like, to me, that's what I call Mickey Mouse sex. Because I like grown people sex. I like adult sex, you know? I don't like this little, that's what you do when you 13 and you just learning about sex, and you 15, 16, and you're just starting to experiment with, you know, a little bit of almost sex, because back then it's not even really sex. That's why I call it Mickey Mouse sex, because when you first start having sex, it's not even really sex. It's kind of like exploration to me. And then you start to get into the more mature stuff as you get older in most cases. So for me, I feel like don't come at the Aquarius if you are that kind of person. If you know that you're the missionary style, you know, not very sexually repressed, not very open-minded sexually, if you're that kind of person, do not try to bed an Aquarius, period, male or female. Because what's going to happen is that you might get the sex once. You might get once, but you're 9 times out of 10 not going to get a repeat call. You know, an Aquarius wants to be uninhibited sexually. Now, there are things that we all don't do. Everybody has things they're not into. You know, like for me, I'm not into asphyxiation. I can't imagine somebody choking me during sex. To me, that sounds like a crime from Law and Order about to happen. That's not something I would be interested in. But like I said, we all have our own. I got a lot of deal breakers now to think about it, but it shouldn't be everything. I've come across situations with couples where one of the members in the couple was very rigid, very sexually repressed. Could be abuse issues there, who knows? But they didn't want to do this, didn't want to do that. And the other person starts to, you know, their eye starts to wander, because even if they love you, if they're not being sexually satisfied, after a while, it takes its toll, and they start to look for that sexual gratification somewhere else, regardless of their relationship with you. So my thing is, if you know that you're like that, an Aquarius is not the right fit for you in most cases, because most Aquarius, and I have heard of Aquarius who weren't. I've heard of some Aquarius who were so rigid that they couldn't enjoy sex, but that's not the norm. That is not the norm. Most Aquarius I talk to personally really do enjoy sex when they do have it. And most of them do not want no Mickey Mouse sex. They want to be uninhibited. Some things can be off the table, that's fine. But if they got 5 or 6 ideas and you say no to all of them, you're not going to get a call back. You know? So one of the things you want to do is make sure that you're open-minded when it comes to that. Also, when you're talking to her in the very beginning, like I said, when you're getting into her mind, listening to her fantasies and things like that, take notes and pay attention, because when you come, you need to come with your A game. So if she's into toys, you need to come with a toy. If she's into creams, you need to come with some cream, you know? If she doesn't know what she's into, but she's down to explore, y'all should go to the sex toy shop together and look around, you know? If she's down with costumes, you need to come with your He-Man costume on, or with your whatever, French maid costume, whatever you're into. But find out what they're into in those early conversations so you can see if you are a good fit. And if you're not a fit, just move on. Just move on and do something else. But I wanted to add that in because that's something for me personally, and for a lot of Aquarius that I've talked to, a lot of us have stopped sleeping with somebody because they were inhibited to the point that the sex was not fun. Aquarius likes fun sex, you know? They want to have a good time. And once it's not fun, you know, if it becomes heavy or problematic or it's something, we don't want to do it no more. So if you want to really keep her turned on, and one of the things about keeping her turned on is keeping those exotic, erotic juices flowing. Okay? All right, guys. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please do me a favor And if you would like to get a reading, email me and I'll give you an appointment. All my other information is underneath this video. And come back soon because you know I got a lot more to say. See you later.